Hey guys, welcome to another video in our Tribulation Series. Today we're digging deep into the healing from trauma, anger, and learning to master the inner voice that can lead us into the wrong direction. This episode is personal to me because this is me talking about a time in my life when I really struggled with anger, depression, and anxiety. And I used to have to deal with these emotions, and the way I dealt with them was never healthy. But by God's grace, I've learned to walk through that. So let me kind of share some things that I learned through my journey, right? Anger and depression. Like, I used to be very angry. It felt like storms were just always brewing inside of me. And the way I would react to situations always made the thing worse. So whether it was just lashing out or shutting down, my anger reflected in my relationships, my mental health. And I went through depression and anxiety, and all those things would creep in, and I would find myself in a negative space and felt like I couldn't escape it. But through the healing of Christ and bringing him into my life, I learned that my anger and depression and anxiety, they are powerful forces, but there's a way you can combat that. And the healing began when I began to seek God. I began to choose him over choosing anger. I let him guide my decisions instead of my emotions. So God has taught me really how to respond and react to every situation. And I found so much more peace instead of being frustrated, right? So learning how to master that was key. And also learning how to master my inner voice, right? So a lot of times I felt a lot of anger and depression. I started reading Proverbs 4:23, where it says, "Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life." And learning that, man, we all go through issues, but it's all about how we let these issues shape our life or shape the way we think about the things that we see. So I had to choose a better perspective on life and learning how to not let those voices or the inner dialogue really just overrule the way I felt in situations, right? So learning to, one, just acknowledge that I was in pain and I was angry. A lot of times we are in denial about situations, but instead of admitting God, I need help from this. And once you own it and be honest, then you don't have to react that way anymore, because now you can pray for guidance and have God give you the peace that you need to go through. Then I also had to change my mind. By renewing my mind, I was able to control my inner voice, and reading the scriptures and speaking life into myself, I began that healing process that I needed. So hopefully this was an encouragement to you as it was to me, guys. Again, I know we all go through these different struggles and trials and tribulations in our life, and learning how to master your mind and your emotions. First, start with just being honest, understanding that God is there to help you through those situations, and never feel like you're alone, because there's always someone that has been through that same situation that can help you through it as well. Peace.